Hola amigos, bonjour mes amis, hello, konnichiwa, Buna. Hello everybody, it's Lexi, and welcome. So today is World Health Day, so I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Where do I start? Okay, so ironically for World Health Day, I felt really blocked and down and kind of numb and empty-ish. I felt happy, but I just felt like, ugh. This is taking it out of all of us, guys, and I was being very, very resistant and avoidant of my emotions. So I finally said today, and I realised I've been doing that for a little bit. Not sure how long, but I've been doing that for a while. So I had a good cry in the shower, let out a bunch of stuff, let out a bunch of old things. I didn't know I still had a little bit of emotions on. Does that make any sense? Old stuff that I hadn't completely healed, if that makes sense. Obviously, I know this might not make sense to everyone because not everyone believes in the same things I do, which I completely get. You guys don't need to believe in the same things I do. But, I believe in, healing and, checking out your emotions and stuff like that. And just letting stuff go. And I let a bunch of stuff go in the shower this morning, and, I had this knot and I had massive diarrhea. Your body tells you guys. Your emotions are so connected to your health. Your body tells you when there is stuff not right. And for me, whenever I'm resistant to stuff, I get IBS. Hey, don't lick me, you silly husky. Got the husky here. Hey, it's World Health Day, Reggie. What do you think about that? High five. High five. High five. Yeah, good boy. Anyway, so I let out a bunch of stuff in the shower, and the knot in my stomach and the pit in my heart just went so much down. The knot's completely gone. It was this big, I'd say, of a knot, twisted, and then a side like that. And then the knot, stone was really big. It was ooh, and it went down to like that. So that felt really good. Actually, it's gone down even more now. I don't know if you guys can even understand what I'm talking about, but basically, to summarize for any of you who did not understand that, because I'm not making much sense, I let a bunch of stuff out in the shower, I cried, had a release, whatever you guys do to just get stuff off your chest, that's what I do personally. I cried, had a little bit of anger, so I got that out too, and I feel so much better for it, honestly, guys. I recommend it. I recommend just getting in touch with yourself now and again, because you don't realise how blocked you are with stuff and what's weighing on you until you actually stop and think about all the things, and then you let them go. If you need to forgive people or whatever, in your head, if someone's been mean to you and that's upset you, stuff like that, let it go. Feel that peace. Feel that energy run through you guys. I sound really hippy jippy right now. Chloe, you'd be proud of me. Love you, baby. Oh, by the way, Chloe, if you're watching, I just wanted to say, I will say this to you in person, but I wanted to say I really appreciate you, meeting me in Lansing and, meeting me halfway and saying you really appreciate the stuff I'd done for you. It really, really meant a lot to me. It made me feel really appreciated, so thank you for that. I'm gonna cry just saying that. I love you. I can only make one half of a heart because my hand's on my camera. Well, my phone. So please make the other. You guys, join in. Guys, make a heart. Everyone make a heart right now. Join my heart. Join my family. Yay! Thank you. High fives. And then hit that subscribe button. Do it. No, but seriously, anyway, this is not what this video is about. I wanted to talk about World Health Day because mental health is so important. World Mental Health Day, sorry. But mental health is just so important to keep track of, especially this year. I'm sure there's so many people with depression and tendencies. I don't know if I can say the other word on YouTube. You guys know what I mean. There's so many people feeling so low right now because purpose, life has just fucking stopped. And I'm sorry for swearing. I shouldn't swear. But it's just stopped. And everyone's just sort of going about this new norm. which I'm really hoping goes away by next year. This new norm can fuck right off. So I wanted to talk a little bit about World Mental Health Day. I wanted to do a little bit of if I can just get the email. I didn't realize it was World Mental Health Day until I got the email on my YouTube creators list. So I will have a look at that. And then I just want to discuss a little bit about it because, guys, honestly, it is so important to keep in touch with your mental health. You don't realize how you're feeling sometimes until you just take a look at it. So I want you guys, if you feel comfortable, take a look at yourself. If there's anything that needs work, anything you're not happy with, if there's some emotions that need to come to the surface, just let it out, let it go. That's a good motto. Let it out, let it go. Who wants t-shirts? I'm in a really weird mood all of a sudden. I was in a really groggy mood, and then I just cried a bunch in the shower and just let myself feel stuff, and I got a lot out. And like I said, my knot went from to non-existent, and my pit ball went from that to a little hole right there. You can't even put your eye through. So I'm feeling really giddy and excited and inspired. I'm feeling really happy actually. For what seems like a long time coming, but it's probably not been that long. It's weird this year. When you feel unhappy, you feel like you've been unhappy for so long, but you really haven't. That happiness is coming, guys. It's coming. You just need to let it come to you. Try not to resist those feelings. Let it up. Let it out. Let it go. If you need to hug it and kiss it goodbye, that's cool too. And I'm being serious there, whatever you guys need to do to make yourself feel better, to get your mental health checked out. If you guys are desperate, there's therapies, there's stuff you can do to help you out, there's people you can talk to a friend, talk to yourself if you need to. That helps me a lot. Talk to family, talk to a friend, talk to a therapist, go to counseling, go to Reiki, go to Hypno, go to pillow art. There's so many different things you could try. There's helplines all over. I will put them in the description. So if you need help, please go check out the websites in the description. Check out the numbers if you need to. There's a bunch of hotlines and numbers for that. Wherever you live, obviously we live in the UK, so I'm probably going to put the UK numbers down there, but I'll put a bunch of websites on there anyway. And just look it up, do research near you, or if you can help someone out, although that's a hard thing to do, depending on how low that person is. That is a hard thing to put upon yourself. I admire anyone that can do that because it's not as easy as helping someone sometimes. People have to want to help themselves, and they have to sort of help themselves a bit as well. And I'm not trying to be mean saying that, but you've got to want to get better. You've got to actively try to get better. If you're in this really low place, you've got to want to get out of it, and you just feel, sometimes you can just feel numb and not feel it, and sometimes you can just be like, well, I deserve this, and all sorts of things can go through your mind. That wasn't, I wasn't really talking from any experience on that one, but all sorts of things can go through your mind, when you get into that low place. I've been depressed before. I don't have depression per se. I feel like I'd have to read up more on depression to learn more about it, to really comment too much on that. But I've been in a state of depression before, and it's not fun. It's not fun, and people, it's just, I think people need to, I admire people who can help other people, but it does put a toll on you sometimes, depending on the situation, obviously, is what I'm trying to say. But it's just, mental health is just so important, guys. It ties to so many things. I do believe that your emotions tie to your body and stuff going on within. Like I said with my IBS, that can happen in more severe forms. For example, my mum puts a lot of stress on herself. Recently, she had a mini heart attack, which she's fine, she's okay, but it just kind of proves, when you have a lot going on and you don't stop and sort of try and deal with it your own way, there's so many different ways to deal with it as well. I'm not saying there's any one particular way. I'm not saying, I mentioned therapy because like Reiki, no, not Reiki, sorry, wrong one. Hypnotherapy and Palo Alto have helped me a lot in the past, but that's me personally, and also talking to myself, meditation, that's helped me personally. But I'm not saying just particularly therapy. There's lots of stuff you can try. It depends what's going to help you. You need to do what's going to help you. Try out stuff and find the thing that fits for you. Because, like, it can be something different for entirely different people. I know people that have really benefited with Hypno and Palo Alto and stuff like that, people in my friend group. And I know people that it just doesn't work for them. But it just depends what's right for you. I feel like I'm rambling a bit, but this is just important, okay? I'm sorry. But yeah, you gotta do what's best for you, and it just really is important. And you've got to remember as well, like, if you see the people around you and think, oh, something's not quite right with maybe a friend or a family member or something, just make sure they're okay. Just like, hey, how you doing? You sure you're okay? Because it's not always easy to see, and it's really sad. But I think that we can help each other and lift each other up and help each other get better. We can help each other be happy and healthy and lead amazing full lives. Here is to 2021. Not low key, high key. Fuck 2020. That was me sticking my middle finger up, but I'm not sure I can put that on YouTube. Then again, I'm swearing like a trooper. I'm going to put also, if anyone wants to donate to the World Mental Health Foundations, I'm going to put a bunch of mental health foundations in the description as well. There's going to be hotlines, websites, charities for mental health, all in the description below. Like I said, I've talked about this before a little bit, but if you want to see more about this, I don't particularly want to talk about it now if it's cool, but on a stream for mental health, like I said, I've had friends before that have passed due to circumstances, like very severe depression, and I can't say it, I don't know if you can say it, hurting themselves in the most severe way. I'm really sorry, that sounds really bad, but I don't know how to say it without saying it. I want to just go ahead and say it and fuck the algorithm, but yeah, you know what I mean. But I don't, like I said, I don't really particularly want to talk about that right now, but if you want to check, I did talk about it a lot on my mental health live stream, so if you go check that out, I'll leave that in the description too. Future me, you're getting a lot of editing work. You see me? But she's like, thanks, Megan. I already have a lot to do. I've already got like one video to edit, one video to do still, which is a very big project. I'm doing quite a big project at the moment, actually, which is why videos are taking a bit longer. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm doing like a cosplay video with a bunch of different cosplays, so look forward to that. Still need to get those requests. I'm rambling and going off track again. Anyway, so the World Mental Health Day. So let me tell you guys more about what that's about. Okay, so they said one of their little slogans on the email they sent me was it's from the Mental Health Foundation for World Mental Health Day. One of their little slogans is good mental health should be a priority, not only of the governments, not only coming out of this pandemic, but at all times. And it's talking about dealing with the pandemic, and but yeah, it talks about prioritizing good mental health not only during this pandemic but at all times. Like, it talks about helping people come out of the pandemic and helping them with their mental health after that. It talks about how you can cope with the pandemic and stuff like that. It's got a lot of good information on there. So, like I said, I will leave a bunch of websites in the description if you guys want to check that out. Or if you need help yourself. Can I just say it as well, please, guys, there is no shame in getting help. We all need help. There is no shame in crying. I do not care what gender, race, sexuality, etc. you are. It does not matter. You can cry. You can cry. You can be angry. You can scream. You can shout. You can do whatever the fridge you need to do to help yourself get better. And there is no shame in that. So remember that. Yeah, some of the ways it talks about like helping get through the pandemic was well, I think I'll leave the post up. There was a few like ways they said as well, which was they're talking about like coping with stress, going for a walk, visiting the park, video chatting with family and friends. Like connection is so important, guys, especially in this pandemic. I know you can feel, some people must feel so lonely not being able to see their loved ones. I for one am thankful that I can still see the people around me. I'm thankful that I live in a very small village. We're quite isolated as it is. We haven't really had any cases. I'm very, very grateful for that, but I know that's not the case for everybody, and not everybody can talk to their family. My heart honestly goes out to you guys. But it's very important to try and stay in touch and connected, and that's something that this pandemic this year has taken from us, and we need to find ways of having that daily human interaction, you know, because that is an important thing. Talking to people, that sounds weird. You know what I mean though, like hugs and contact and touch and talking to people and hearing them, it's all part of basic human survival. It's something we need, it's something we crave, and to go without that is really, really freaking tough. So we need to find alternate ways of doing that, honestly. And like, I'm not gonna say just break the rules, but not on a YouTube video anyway. No, seriously though, like, it's important to keep the people safe around you, like wearing masks in shops and stuff like that. And when you go out and stuff like that, and keep the 2-meter rule and stuff like that. Yes. I completely agree with all that. But like, apart from that, I would say go out, spend time with your friends, keeping, you know, mask and 2-meter rule and stuff like that. Like, that's what I've been doing. And just, you know, just do what you can to have that social human interaction. And if it's like video chat, whatever you need to do to try and help that. And like, if you're stuck inside a lot, going for a walk can help. Being surrounded by nature is quite nice. Maybe go put some calming music on, take your phone and go lie in a field. That always calms me down. But yeah, I know this year has been tough, and I'm really hoping that we're coming out of it now. But yeah, this is just what I wanted to say. So happy World Mental Health Day, guys. Don't forget to check in with your own mental health, check in with the people around you. See how everyone's doing. Just don't forget to be nice to people. Oh, and one thing I will say, actually, because it's been annoying me a little bit recently, is haters, stop hating on people. Social media, life-wise, otherwise, just stop. There is no need to spread hatred and violence and negativity. Get that out of the window. Give yourself a hug. Okay? I want you to give yourself a hug. Tell yourself you love yourself. Because you deserve love. And you deserve happiness. And then I want you to spread that love with everyone else. Spread that positivity. Okay? Spread love and peace and positivity everywhere. Spread happiness and joy, and you'll see how much better it makes you feel. Alright, that's all from me. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. I hope you enjoyed this video. All links in the description, hotlines, websites, Mental Health Foundation. I will be leaving a link to the Mental Health Foundation for donations, if anyone can. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and it's just been a little different. But yes, thank you so much, guys. I love you. Bye!